This is a public service announcement. With guitars! Where are the guitars? Oh, there we go. My name is Gary Paradiso, and I'm here to raise awareness regarding a very important issue. Some look like Boris Johnson, some look like Piers Morgan, some look like Charles Bronson, some don't even look like a sex organ. The world's awash with ugly cocks, 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 the world's awash with ugly cocks. The world's awash with ugly cocks, the world's awash with ugly cocks, the world's awash with ugly cocks, the world's awash with ugly cocks. Some look like Ross Kemp, some look like Gary Kemp, some look like Martin Kemp, some look like the rest of Spandau Ballet. The world's awash with ugly cocks, 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 the world's awash with ugly cocks. The world's awash with ugly cocks, the world's awash with ugly cocks, the world's awash with ugly cocks, the world's awash with ugly cocks. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Gary, who are you to be going on about ugly cocks? I bet yours ain't that good looking. Well, I actually have an ex-lover who claimed that my penis is exceptionally handsome. I asked them if they'd go on the record. Literally. But they politely declined. So, I guess you're just gonna have to take my word on the matter. The world's awash with ugly cocks, 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 the world's awash with ugly cocks. The world's awash with ugly cocks, the world's awash with ugly cocks, the world's awash with ugly cocks, the world's awash with ugly cocks. Pretentious and patronising, why the fuck are we fraternising? I hate your mates, stupid and stuck up their own asses, the epitome of the upper classes. I hate your mates. Not as much as I hate you, no, not as much as I hate you. Not as much as I hate you, no, not as much as I hate you. Not as much as I hate you, no, not as much as I hate you. Not as much as I hate you, no, not as much as I hate you. Even Rock Bottom has a VIP section. That's what I heard him say. And Dot Cotton never used protection, being of the Christian faith. I only got a graduation hoodie so I could scratch their names off when they died. And when I've got a depression woody, every wank feels like an act of genocide. If history's taught us anything, it's the gingers have always had it hard. And what I do seems a mystery to you, but darling, it's only the avant-garde. Oh yeah, you'll find me poking the prostrate of misogyny, trying to break the sexual tension between cyclists and cabbies. Team Gaffney! Team Gaffney! Team Gaffney! Team Gaffney! Team Gaffney! I'm in my right mind. When it has passed, I shall be gone again. 4:48, I'm still awake. Can't help but think of Sarah Kane. I'm feeling great. Got a headache. Reading the dawn with Mary Jane. 4:59, Betty by time. Stoned and cold, that's the bottom line. My Valentine, I'm borderline. My daddy was Dr. Frankenstein. Sarah Kane. Sarah Kane. Sarah Kane. 5:33, no sleep for me. Brain's buzzing like a bumblebee. Breakfast tea, no vitamin D. Sunshine's only for the bourgeoisie. 5:46, hips or lips. Pacino's in the park, getting his kicks. The lunatics on the crucifix. Not another prick trying to be Bill Hicks. Sarah Kane. Sarah Kane. Sarah Kane. Deja vu. Is this a breakdown or a breakthrough? Boogaloo, old soft shoe. Mr. Bojangles, my dog died too. 6:55, man alive. Libido's too fucked, 2-sex drive. Can't survive, take a nosedive. The answer is never suicide. Sarah Kane. Sarah Kane. Sarah Kane. Sarah Kane. 100, 21, 84, 12, 7. Buddy Baldwin is a husband and a father. He's a used car salesman and a fan of Top Gear. He believes Death Proof is Quentin Tarantino's best movie, and he ain't being ironic. He's also an insomniac, and when Buddy can't sleep, he drives. He drives and he thinks. He thinks about the classic car collection he'd have if his numbers ever came up. And he thinks about the motor shows his old man took him to as a boy. He thinks about the feeling inside when he watches his wife and son sleep. The rising urge to smother them both with a memory foam pillow. He thinks about how his wife would struggle, how he'd want her to struggle. He thinks about how he wouldn't bother to clean up the mess they'd have made. He'd just grab his bag out the wardrobe, the one he packed a few months ago after the birth of the brat, and he'd catch the first flight over the pond, take that dream road trip across the States. He'd get himself a gun, easy enough, and a nice motor, a Challenger or a Charger, maybe a Mustang, or fuck it, why not a Caddy? Go the whole fucking hog. burn rubber in some gas-guzzling behemoth. He'd ride those white lines to Graceland and pay his respects to the king. Then maybe he'd visit Vegas, torture a hitchhiker, leave them half dead in the desert for the vultures to pick at. Someone would eventually find what he'd left at home. Keith next door would probably complain about the smell of the nosy cunt. The old Bill would be alerted, an international manhunt would begin, and it'd end in a white-knuckle, pedal-to-the-metal, high-octane car chase, culminating in a blazing inferno of chrome and rubber. He'd go out like Kowalski, but deep down, Buddy knows he'll never do it. So instead, he just cruises the streets of Croydon in his wife's canary yellow Fiat Cinquecento. Sometimes he gets a Mackie D's at the 24-hour drive-thru, weeps into a Happy Meal, saves a toy for his boy. Other nights, he curb crawls for hours, trying to find a sex worker who resembles his wife. He is yet to find a satisfying enough look-alike, but he hasn't given up on hope, not yet. More often than not, he meets up with local lads in a low-lit woodland and disappears into the bushes. They pass around a bottle of poppers and a twink or two, and when he's done, he washes his hands with a bottle of Evian, which he keeps inside the glove box. At the crack of dawn he rolls into bed. He doesn't shower. Sometimes when his wife snores, he pinches her nose. She gasps in her sleep, but never wakes up. And if his son starts crying, he doesn't go to it. He just stares at the wall and its commemorative plates of the people's princess, and he falls asleep to the sound of his only son's wails. Buddy Baldwin is a husband and a father. Buddy Baldwin is a husband and a father. Buddy Baldwin is a husband and a father. She was Catholic, he was an alcoholic. Only married him to escape her own life. It kicked off on their wedding day. One of her brothers last a publican. They honeymooned at Canvey Island, a week in the Essex Delta, and then, unhappily ever after, out of the pan and into the fire. A two-story flat in New Cross. He'd be upstairs, pissed or passed out. She'd be downstairs watching the Pox box. Horror films and true crime documentaries. Escape from New York on repeat. She had a thing for Snake Plissken. God bless Kurt Russell's hair. She came home one day to find him in his chair. He had a poodle at his feet. Bought it from Batsy Dog's Own. Stupid cunt wanted to turn it into a guard dog. What cunt's gonna suspect a fucking poodle? But the dog never listened to it, never liked it. From day dot, it was hers. She called it Lucky, and Lucky was loyal, more loyal than her husband ever was. The dog went everywhere with her, would do any trick she asked of it. Give paw, roll over, play dead. And then, one day, it happened. It was her neighbour who told her. He was hammered, shouting and hollering at the dog. She could hear the dog yelping, going back at him. When she walked in, all she saw was Lucky's eye. It was swollen like a golf ball. What have you done? It's my dog, it's in my name. What have you done to my dog? The bastard went for me, so I showed him who's boss. She went upstairs, sat on the bed, the dog between her legs, and cried her eyes out. And that's when she made the decision. She didn't think she could leave him, not yet anyway, but she knew she couldn't let him. She wouldn't let him hurt her dog. She rung up the vets, made an appointment, and put the dog down. She took Lucky home in a taxi, in a box. He was in the front room, nursing a bottle of Jameson's. She placed the box down on the beer-stained coffee table, a canine's coffin, and an alcoholic's altar. He looked at the box, pissed and perplexed. She lifted the lid like revealing a birthday cake. The colour drained from his face. You'll never hurt my dog again. What have you done? It ain't what I've done. It's what you've done. Adrian was a Christian Yankee, sold weapons for a living, travelled around the world, selling arms, making a killing. But when he went to Jerusalem to traffic his vulgar stock, his brain became bombarded with that holy culture shock. Plagues, butchers, soldiers, guards, arms, dealers and epilepsy. 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 Religious psychosis and paranoia warped his perception, and the plan began to have its own inaccurate conception. He'd venture out into the street in search of true believers, for he was Saint Adrian, the patron saint of arms dealers. Plagues, butchers, soldiers, guards, arms dealers and epilepsy. 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 This is a song about those times when you have a little bit of Mary Jane and it turns your train of thoughts into a bus replacement service. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. My trains of thoughts, they are colliding. 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 There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. My trains of thoughts, they are colliding. 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 There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train in my brain. There's a runaway train, a runaway train, a runaway train.
Is it camp or just bad art? Is it artistic integrity or mental illness? Is it gay if you don't kiss? Did the Beatles ever circle jerk? Are we forcing heteronormativity on pandas? Do any of the Gospels confirm whether Christ was a top, bottom or verse? Would the whales save us? Can whales only sing? Or is there lack of rap and artistic choice? And are there performing dolphins and or seals who want to break out into more avant-garde work? Do sea lions resent land lions? Do dogs think all movies are film noir? If all dogs go to heaven and all cops are bad, does that mean police dogs get sent to purgatory? Do other animals slut shame? Were they more evolved than us?
Midnight in Biscuit Town, and the misfits are crumbling in the underpass as the sewers bubble in the summer heat. And the moon looks full and paranoid, like it owes the sun some money. And the bin bags flap in the wind trap, like the black cells of a ghost ship. And the stairwells are tattooed with felt-tip cocks, and perfumed with a pungent aroma of stagnant piss. And the lift is permanently stuck on floor 13, and there's a strange smell coming out of flat 21. And all the curtains are drawn like bad cartoons, and the silhouettes show a shallow play of lovers making hate. And the Hummer 200 TVs drowns out the howling Alsatian, trapped 4 floors up on an 8-foot wide balcony. And there's a man who lives in a transit van and shits in the bins. And there's a woman who hoovers a garden to clean up her fag ends. And the yuppies spill out of the hipster bars, breaking glass on the flaking railings of a play park, where the dealers ply their trade on the swing. and rich hipsters pose on the climbing frame for photo shoots. Nothing says working class authenticity like a tracksuit and a brutalist background.
Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. I'm trying to approach the world with compassion. I'm trying to see the good in people. I'm trying not to be so hateful. I'm trying not to be a complete cunt. I'm trying to get out of my head. I'm trying to get into your pants. I'm trying not to be so sexy. I'm trying not to be aroused. I'm trying to stand backwards on the stairs. I'm trying to make it through the night. I'm trying not to be so scared. I'm trying not to be another statistic. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm trying. I swear, I'm really